Hello my friends, how are you doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Sherry and I'm here with a little update on things I've put into my Etsy shop this week, and some of these things you've never even seen on my Thrifty Thursday. And then some of them I redid a couple of my bundles. I took out a couple and kind of regrouped them, so I'll show you what I did. So I added some books this week. I had these two books sitting here and I was trying to figure out whether I wanted to make them into a journal or not. I really did want to make them into a journal, but I went ahead and just listed them as they are. So I think they would make cute little journals or little covers, and or use them for what they were made for. You know what I mean? So this is a 20,000 words from 1977, and it's got a little wear on the cover, but not, as you can see, it's all intact and the spine is intact. It's by publisher McGraw-Hill. If you're familiar with those types of books, I think don't they make shorthand books too, and things like that. Anyway, 1977, and it's 20,000 words, and you're supposed to be able to look up a word in here and see how it's spelled, and maybe you want to see how it's the syllables, things like that. And it was a handy little reference book back in 1977, so it's a cute little book, a vintage. And this is a very vintage French English dictionary. It's got a little bit of wear on it, but I was surprised at how old it was because it looks so good. It looks like I was thinking it was from 1977 too, but I'll tell you the copyright in a second. But all intact and everything. It's got a little bit of spotting starting here, and on the inside of the front and back cover, but that's all. Just the pages are browning, but it has some nice little pages in here. So yeah, it's a French to English dictionary, and it is, let me remind myself here of the copyright, because I have it in my listing, but I was very surprised that it says 1928 right here. And I thought for sure it was going to say 1977, just like the 20,000 words, but it didn't. It said 1928, so that's pretty impressive. Almost an antique. 100 years. When it makes it to if it makes it to 100 years, it will be an antique. And so then a few other children's books here that I've already listed in my shop. This one's by itself, I believe. Bunny, My Honey, a little bunny book. It's a board book. And it's in, pretty much, I don't really see much wear on it. Like, I don't see any on the inside, and maybe just a little bit on the outside, but, like right here. But it's not like anything. It's just like a little indentation right there. But it's not like the cover's worn off, or the color, or the outside paper here, or whatever. There's a little spot right here where the outside paper looks like it might be worn off. But otherwise, it's in very nice shape. So that's in there. These two I put together. They're both Cub Scout books. I think this one is the older one. I thought this was really nice. I like these, and I wanted to use these. I have, I think, one I've taken apart to use in my journal, so I thought I would just keep that one and share these. This one, let's see, I think this one has... One of these has, yeah, this one has a little bit of writing here and there, but it looks like it was a signature by the parents. Like right here it says mom or dad's initials and a date for each credit. So there's a mom signed off here, T. Atwell, December 5th. So just a couple little things like that, really not anything major, no major writing or tears or anything. I love the beautiful red colorings in here, so I just thought this would be great to use either. I mean, it's got a lot of nice crafts in here for kids if you want ideas of crafts to do, and activities and things to do with kids. And it also could be great for your journals or scrapbooking or something as a background for if you have a child in Scouts. Maybe you want to use these pages in your background in your scrapbook or something. I'm trying to look for the date here. They're in my listing though. If I don't find it right off, oh, here it is. This one's 1951 right here. So a nice oldie right there, and in really nice shape. It doesn't have any rips or tears. I'm going to make a liar out of myself right here. But it has a little bit of a split right here. Right here. I don't think I even saw that till just now. It has a split right there. But otherwise, I better go put that in the listing actually too. But yeah, I think I took a picture of that right there. It's a little bit of a something, like a, it's just a little something there. And then that split, I did not see that. So it's this one's the bear book. That one's the wolf. This one's the bear. And this one was, let's see, 19 something. Oh, this one's 2012? Okay, so this is a newer one, 2012. Not quite vintage yet, but this one is, I'll show you. It's got some little bit of a wrinkle there, whatever, and it's got barely a little wear on it, really. And then the pages, I don't remember if I saw any writing on this one. I don't think I did. Yeah, oh, there's a name right there. Marsha White. Oh, another mom signing off, it looks like. Akila's okay for the bear trail. Okay, so Akila signed off on that one. If you're familiar with Scouts, you will recognize that name. My husband was a Cub Scout leader for my boys, so Marsha White. Here's Akila's signature on this one. That might be a Cub Scout leader, or might be one of the parents, so I'm not sure who was signing off on that one. I don't know, it wasn't mine, so I just picked it up, in my travels. So these two I listed separately, but these are really nice, I thought. And again, I bought these, all these books I have pretty much bought to use in my junk journals, but I have too many books now, so I have to part with some. This one is 1985, and these books have a combination of information about, like educational information about usually two kinds of animals. Like the front half is one animal and the back half is the other animal. So the front half of this one is foxes and the back half is otters. I know, a strange combination, right? But still very fun. I mean, who doesn't like otters, right? They're very cute. Very cute. And yeah, so that one's foxes and otters, and this one's raccoons and owls. Yeah, I don't know how they decided to put what animals together, but pretty cute. 1984 on this one. So there's the raccoons, and on the back half, it like starts over. It has another title page here, where it starts with the owls, and these are called nature learning books. Nature's Children, getting to know nature's children. But isn't that adorable? Little owl there. That is a picture of a real owl. Look at those eyes. Isn't he or she cute? So yeah, owls and raccoons, and a baby raccoon is adorable. And then this one I have, I think I had this to use in my journals. I had it in my closet, and when I cleaned up my closet, I took it out because I hadn't used it yet. I thought, well, I'll go ahead and sell it, because really I got a bunch of these that were a little bit older, almost a whole set, and I sold all of them. And so I kept one for me, not of that set. This is a vintage set too, but the other set was even older than this. But these are really gorgeous books. This one's volume 8, the Bible story. I don't know how many volumes there were altogether, but I love the front and back pages, and then it has a lot of nice Bible stories in here, and just really gorgeous pictures. So good for reading to your children or with your children. Just really nice Bible story books for kids. Oh, here's a loose page. I don't think I took this out or anything. I didn't take any pages out of here, but this is loose. I think I probably put that in the listing because I remember I knew that, but hopefully I did. I'll have to review my listings, make sure I have all this stuff in there. Okay, so the two things, when I redid those bundles, I had them in quite a different way, and I went through them and decided I might keep a few things. So yeah, I did keep a few things, but then I redid the rest. So this is some sewing stuff. If you watch my video this coming Sunday, you will see where I say I need to clean out this box. This is Thrifty Thursday stuff, and I'm going to regroup this and figure out what I'm going to do. This is what I did, so you can like look forward to that video on Sunday and see me saying that. But I already have regrouped it now, and this is what I did, so you can anyway, they're inside out, but I had done that video before I did this. So in this little plastic cellophane bag, I have some sewing goodies. I have all the details in the listing, but I just took all the sewing stuff out of what I had. Not all of it, a lot of it though. I guess I'll go ahead and take it out and show you. And just try to put as much as I could in here that I thought somebody might want. Those are a couple safety pins. Here's 3 thimbles here. There might be another one in here. Yeah, here's 4 thimbles in here. 3 metal and 1 plastic. And these are old vintage thimbles. They all came from thrift stores. All this stuff came from a thrift store. Here's a bobbin with thread, a metal bobbin. You can use these as charms in your junk journals. If you have never seen that, they have the little holes, and so you can put a little jump ring in there, or whatever you might want to do. Here's some little threads that look like, I used to have some like this that was in a little sewing kit. These look like they've been around for a while. They're probably vintage. I'm sure they are. Oh, here's another bobbin with thread on it. Some safety pins. These are, all this stuff is definitely vintage because I had bought some old sewing chests at a thrift store, and all of this stuff I think is from those sewing chests. Another safety pin and a washer. And then a bunch of just kind of odds and end button cards. Some of them have just 1 or 2 buttons. Like this one has 4, this one has 3. Here's another safety pin. And here's a 2 button, a 1 button. Here's a little piece of 1. And then this one here. I'll just go through these real quick. Let's see, all the button cards. Here's the strip one. This one, see, just has 1 on it. This one has 2, and this one has 1. So yeah, this little bundle's in my shop. And it's just my way of regrouping those 2 listings that I wanted to. I had made those bundles, and I had sold some of them, but all of them didn't sell, so I thought I'd just regroup it a little bit. This is a hook and eye, or it's called hook, eyes, and loops, and here's what's left on it. There's a row there, and then a couple little pieces. And I like the colors on that too, actually, blue and green. Those kind of pretty colors. And this looks like it's from a sewing kit too, just a little card wrapped. I almost kept this because I thought it would be cute to layer on something and make a piece of ephemera out of this with all the different colors of thread there. Wouldn't that be some kind of different and unique ephemera you can make out of this little piece right here, or all of these pieces? This one here too. There's just so many things, right? So that's the little kind of sewing Destash little bundle there. And then this is the paper. So yeah, there's some really fun papers in here and fun things. And I was tempted to take some out, but I didn't because I have some, but and I need to share it. But there's some really good stuff in here. So there's a couple of postage labels here. I don't find these very often either, so it is hard for me to part with things like this. And even though I only parted with 3 here, that's probably all I found on this trip. I don't remember, but yeah, there's 3 postage labels there, never used. And this is a little stack of cards and envelopes. So there's like quite a few white envelopes, small white envelopes. These are really nice because they can fit in almost any journal, because they're small. And you can coffee dye them too. And then there's some craft colored here. And these came with a card. So it's just it does fold in half, and so it's a nice little things you can use for your junk journal or to write a note with or decorate and make into a card or whatever you want to do. And then there's, to go with the white envelopes, I think these were with those. These are all cardstock too, and they're different colors of cards that, open up and everything. So there's a pink, orangey kind of tangerine colored yellow, and the same thing repeated there, 6 cards. Some flash cards of this size right here, quite a few. I think I have everything counted out kind of in my listing pretty much, but you can see there's quite a few of these flashcards. These are, I believe, double-sided, yeah. So those are fun. And then I have these Balderdash game score sheets. So quite a few of those there. And then I have these 2 transfer patterns. And so these are the envelopes, which could be really fun to use in a junk journal. And then you have the insides too, the transfer paper with the patterns on it. So that one and this one. They both have their flaps. This flap's tucked inside. I'm just going to leave it. That's how I got it. So, and there's the transfer paper. And really pretty. And then here is just a sheet from a book. Just a fun with some blue text on it and things. And the holes here where it was bound. Some receipts that are pink. They're all pink. They're called credit memorandum, and they're this size right here. And they're blank on the back. So just some pretty papers. And then there's 3 sewing patterns in here. This one. These are all in decent shape, I think. This one's in really decent shape. Really nice shape. It has a flap and everything, and the instruction papers and the tissue. So you can see the ladies there. Simplicity. And then this one here. And they have the... I really like these 2 ladies right here. This is McCall's. And then this one here is another Simplicity. This one might be the oldest one. It's the envelope's kind of brown and it's kind of tattered up here. But it's got the paper and the envelopes. I mean, this is just how I got it. So yeah, that's another one. And then here's some book pages. So this is from a children's book here. That was this shape, long and narrow. And then there's a few of those pages, and there's a couple of these. These are from Popular Mechanics. So those and these here too. About 4 of those pages. And this is from a typing book. This one, let's see, how many do I have from the typing book? 2, 3 from the typing book. Ideals magazine here. I believe, yep, there's the title or the contents page. And then this is from a Christmas Ideals. Piano book. A couple pages from that. Manuscript paper. A few pages from that. And this is from a cookbook. A couple pages from a cookbook. A couple there. One here. And then sheet music. Got 1, 2. Whoops, come back here. Don't go anywhere. And this is resume paper. There's kind of some off-white or creamy colored here, or ecru. Then there's some whiter. This is all resume paper. You can coffee dye this if you want the white, or use it white. More cream here. And yeah, that's so quite a few sheets of the resume paper. And then here's some other. These are order forms from Waverly. And there's a pink, white and yellow, I believe. White and yellow. This first page is pretty thick. This is yellow is nice too. It's not as thick as the white one, but very nice. A couple of 2 or 3 of those. What I have? Yeah, a few of those. Okay. Let's see, which way does it go? Let's put it this way. And last but not least, some ledger paper from a thrift store, vintage ledger paper. This has rounded corners and holes over here, really nice. The nice thing about ledger paper is you can put it this way, or you can put it this way, and you still have all your little squares either way. So, pretty cool. And this is some cardstock. It looks like cardboard, but it's not. I used it like I would use when I use file folders. I had some of this. I used up all of mine, so I probably should keep this, but I'm not. I'm sharing it because it was already in these bundles. I'm leaving it in here. So this is the last 2 pieces I have. But I use these just like I use file folders. I backed my tags and things with this, and this is really nice. Made for a really nice backing for things. So yeah, that is the bundle. There's way over 100 pieces in here. And I didn't even count every single piece. I just, basically went through and counted the pages. And like these are just one, two, three, like that. I didn't count the insides of the envelopes or anything like that. So it's a lot, and I hope you enjoy. There's only one, so that will be that when it's gone. So thank you for watching today. I hope you have a great weekend before Thanksgiving. I know we're all running around trying to figure out what we're going to do for Thanksgiving and getting our last minute goodies, whether we have to cook or take something to Grandma's house, right? So thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video, and have a great weekend and Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you later.